Today is our confirmation orientation 7th grade meeting on Zoom. And I will be talking about the confirmation program, youth events, and field book. I will discuss COVID safety, and if you have questions, you can contact me. This is Anne Marie Hahn, and I'm available at 262-367-8400 or annmarie.hahn@drlc.org. I will also put that on the last slide. We have annual mission opportunities at Divine Redeemer, and we are on a 3-year rotation. So in 2018, we took a mission trip to Nashville, Tennessee. It is a life-changing event that we hope we can do again in the near future at a different location. We went to the National Youth Gathering, which is every 3 years. And it just happened to be that in 2019, it was in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The next one will be in 2022 in Houston, Texas. And then this past summer in 2020, we did a local mission week. And all of those experiences are very amazing and can be life-changing. I had planned to do another mission trip this coming year in 2021. However, due to COVID concerns and reading the fine print of the trip and the possibility of cancellations and not getting refunds back and things like that, it just made a lot of sense to do another local mission week this summer of 2021. So please stay tuned to learn about more information about that. I will have sign up and informational meetings starting in January. So 7th graders, your materials, if you have registered, are in the coat room off of the sanctuary here at church with your name on it. If you haven't registered yet, then they are not there yet, and you should register as soon as possible so I can get you those materials. You see on the left, this is Concordia's Bible History textbook. It follows the Bible. It's a summary of what is in the Bible, kind of in easier words to understand, but it's good to look at the words in the Bible also. And if you were in 6th grade Kids Connection, then you used that book last year. It's possible your sibling also used that book and you could use their book. The next thing is the workbook. Now the workbook is not something of your siblings that you could use, and we did not use it in 6th grade. So every single 7th grader needs to buy their own Concordia's Bible History student workbook, and they are available online or you can contact me. Finally, Luther's Small Catechism. You might already have this new one because if you were here in 6th grade in our school, you used it, but if not, you probably don't have that 2017 edition catechism. Which brings me to the next slide. The one on the left, we are calling the old catechism. Current 8th graders are using that, and they have used that every year. The one on the right is the new one. It just came out in 2017, and so we're slowly bringing it into each grade level. Not expecting you to buy a new one. So you'll keep using that same one again in 8th grade also. What is the difference? The new one just has more explanation. Parents do need to sign up for at least one volunteer opportunity. If you see on the bottom, there's a link. To get to that link, you go to drlc.org. And once you get to our website, then, actually, I'm going to show you the website, drlc.org. And then you would drop down this ministries ribbon and click on confirmation. Once in confirmation, you will see that on the top is something that does not pertain to you. It's for last year's 8th graders because their confirmation would have been during the shutdown. We had to reschedule that for October. So you can kind of ignore everything that's in this blue area here because that's really for a different group of people. All the rest of it actually is for you. And if you look on the right, you'll see all these links, and these are volunteer links. So right here, it says parent volunteers. So if you click it, it will open up to this screen. And then you will see that there are other parents who have signed up for certain things. And if you notice, only one parent signed up to be a small group leader. So I'm actually not going to do it that way this year. So there's other things that you can choose from, and I'll explain that opportunity that I am not going to use, and I'll have to remove from the sign up genius. But these are all different things that parents can help with to make the confirmation process easier and feel more like you're part of it. 7th grade confirmation meets physically here at Divine Redeemer Church on Sundays from 9:15 to 10:15 downstairs in the science room. It used to be that I taught the main lesson and then kids would break into discussion groups that were parent-led, but because I do not have enough volunteers this year, and this is a little bit of a smaller class, we'll be able to social distance within that classroom. So because of that blessing, I have decided, I guess it's okay that we don't have parent-led discussion groups, so the kids will just stay with me the entire time. I ask that everyone has a bag, so it's pretty easy. If on Sunday morning, you just grab your Sunday bag, and in your Sunday bag, you should have your textbook, your workbook, Luther's Small Catechism, a Bible, and a pencil. Now, if you choose to use the Bible app in your phone instead, that is fine with me as long as you're not using your phone to text friends or take pictures or other distracting things. And if you did, well, then I would just ask you next time to bring a physical Bible. I hope I don't have to take your phone away. So we have 5 tests that will be given. There are study guides that I provide, and those you can pick up that are now ready in the code room for you, along with your textbooks. I do have some memory work that's required, and we ask that you get 70% or higher on those, and retests are allowed. So these were the handouts that you can pick up in the coat room, or you can ask me for them. I did email them if you've already registered. So on the left is just the front page of what the unit test reviews are. So that's what the top page looks like. Then there's a student packet for confirmation, and in there are just practice sheets for quizzes. And then here you'll see the dates for youth group this year. And then there is a syllabus that tells you what dates we meet for class, what will be covered. And I did also list the dates for youth group on here, and same with holidays. Confirmation policies. We hope that you are attending worship regularly and class regularly, but we do understand that people get ill or go and visit grandma and grandpa or take a vacation, or might even have a very important hockey game or something like that. So for the most part, we really do expect you to be in class, but especially this year with COVID and everything, sometimes that's just not going to be possible. I'm happy to work with you. Please, if you can, email me prior to your absence. That's really helpful so I know who not to expect. But if you do miss, what I do is I email the email that was given to me on your registration form with what we did in class. And I do expect you to do that on your own. With a parent is fine, but you're responsible for it. If we took a quiz or a test, I will email that information to you also. You could take it upon return, or you could fill it out and send it back to me. Again, with cell phones and electronics, if they're not a distraction and they're in your pocket, it's not a problem, but please be respectful with them. Food, we don't eat in class unless it's a designated class that I say we're going to eat. So we, just before Christmas break, we typically have food in class that is brought for you, and then same with the last day. Field books. So a field book is a pretty neat opportunity for kids to volunteer in a variety of ways. And it's just kind of, you just try different things and see what way do you think you're going to serve in the future. Because it's really great, when adults and youth all volunteer. It's just many hands make light work, and you find the area that you really enjoy. For example, maybe you are musically gifted and you would enjoy being in our youth band. You could observe a musical practice, or you like to sing, or you like behind the scenes things and you just want to help someone, or you like working with children, or you like outreach opportunities to help people in the community. So we've thought of many ways, and if you look through the at-home copy, you can see a variety of opportunities that you can do. We do request that you acolyte or crucifer 3 times in a year, so it can be done in the summer too. So again, if you go to our Divine Redeemer page, over here you'll see acolyte and crucifer. So if you click on that, a Sign Up Genius will open, and you'll see that the 8th graders fill it up right away. But 7th graders have filled it up also because it is almost, it is September right now that I'm making this video. So if you signed up to Acolyte, then you would be sure to go to our website and watch the Acolyte video. If for some reason something changed and you couldn't acolyte, if you removed your name right away and it was, not for weeks, it wouldn't be a problem. But if it's within a week, you need to email me and let me know that you cannot make it this coming Sunday so I can find a replacement for you. That being said, the link is live. So if I send out an email requesting people to fill in for an acolyte, it could fill by the time you click on it. So it's a live link, right? So at any moment, someone else can sign up. So then if you go down here, you will see the acolyte training video. So if you click here and you will watch this video and it shows you how to be an acolyte, and you can watch it as many times as you want. If you have questions, let me know. The field book is located in this file cabinet between the church's tiny kitchen and Pastor Jeff's office, in that tiny little file cabinet there. I'm also giving you an at-home copy. So we expect the church one to stay there and you get it initialed and put it back. Whereas your at-home one is just so that you can kind of keep track. You could put X's on it or something like that, or just jot down what you did for your volunteer work. If it's not listed in the field book, ask me if it counts. It really should be a volunteer thing, and we're hoping most of it you'll do through church. But something that wouldn't count would be like you did this really cool thing in your classroom. It is the neatest thing, and it's really outreach and everything, but you had to do it. So you already got credit for it at school. That does not count. Okay, in December, we typically have had Breakfast with the King. I hope we have it this year. That's a really neat service opportunity. There's many things you can do. You can serve food, or you can dress as an actor, you can sing, there's a lot of things you can do. Our youth outing is at Matthews of Heartland. We've typically sung with them and done bingo with them. Stay tuned. I'm not sure how that's going to work out this year with COVID. Maybe we will sing from outside and that's all we will do. We typically have had an annual lake swim. This year we did not, but be watching for it next summer. As I mentioned, youth group is another thing that you can do for your field book. It is called Christian enrichment. So it doesn't say youth group when you go to here because it counts for, it's a type of Christian enrichment. So it's right here. This is how you can sign up for youth group. If you forget to sign up and you show up, no problem. You can come anyway. It just helps me kind of figure out how much food I might need. We have had some God's Girls activities where it's mothers and daughters, so watch for those. Our youth band is a pretty cool opportunity. Typically it is high schoolers. However, if we are short positions, we have taken middle schoolers quite a few times. Again, be watching for the local Youth Mission Week information. Last year, we had a really cool lock-in run by Concordia. We had over 100 kids. Well, actually, that was in 2019. In 2020, it got canceled. It was supposed to be April 17th, and that one got canceled due to COVID. So they said they would reschedule one with us. He reached out to me, and I have not heard back yet, so I'm not sure when that's going to be. It sounds like it will be a limited number of kids, so it'll be first come, first serve. Again, make sure that you watch the Acolyte training video. I'm not going to show the whole video. You do not have to be on Facebook, but if you are on Facebook, we ask that you find both of our groups. I don't think you can find them. I think you have to have the link because they are private groups. And so one is for the main church. That's just what's going on all over Divine Redeemer. And then we have our own youth one where we just keep youth things on there. In regard to keeping you safe and COVID friendly, we will be doing temperature checks every Sunday. The classrooms are already social distance, like they're set up with the chairs and desks far apart, so we're all set with that. We will be cleaning the surfaces when we leave, and of course, they're cleaned before we come. We will be wearing masks. If you have questions about that, you can let me know, or concerns. I will probably wear one when I'm teaching the main lesson, unless kids can't hear me or something, but teachers are allowed to not have a mask in the time when they're speaking in front of the whole class. But then if they circulate around the room, of course they have to put the mask on. If you are experiencing illness or have some type of symptoms, you can go through the flow chart to find out what you should do, because we're just trying to be responsible. And if you have questions, you can ask me or one of our 3 pastors on our staff. And here's the main church phone number, and here is my cell phone. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day.